Okay. When you pray for something and you pray, God, I want your will and I want your will to be done in this. And it doesn't happen like right away, doesn't mean that it's not gonna happen. Um, because we can't expect things to happen in our timing. If it's supposed to happen, if it's in the will of God, it's going to happen. It doesn't matter how long it takes. When something is God's will, his will happen over anything else. And we a lot of times, I know in my personal life, I've prayed things. I'm like, okay, God, I want your will, and I want you to take over this. And after I pray that, I still hold on to it. And that's exactly what we can't do. We can't pray, okay, God, I want your will in this, and then still try to control it. When you release that into God's hands, you have to let it go, and you have to trust that if it's going to happen, it's going to happen in his timing. And if not, then God obviously has something better for you. If we spend our time worrying about it and thinking about it and wondering if it's going to happen, it's going to drain us spiritually, because that's all our focus is going to be on. It's all our mind is going to be on, and we don't have time for that. God has things he needs you to do. You have to actively wait, which means you still have to go after what God has for you. And if that thing is supposed to happen, it'll come along in his timing and not ours. We have to get out of this mindset of now, and I have to have it now. When our focus needs to be on the things of God and the kingdom of God, don't let that thing distract you. Don't let that thought distract you. First Peter, it says, casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. God knows what you need at the right time. He has this perfect plan set out for you, and he knows everything that you need and his timing. And when things do come to pass in your life, you need to look back and realize that wow, if I would have done it my way, it wouldn't have worked out. I've done that so many times in my own life. God knows what he's doing in every situation, so we have to learn to trust him. And sometimes he'll take us through things to get us to trust him, to get us to realize, okay, God really does have me, and he really does care about me, and all this stuff. He'll take you through things just to get you to realize that. I've experienced that personally, and sometimes it's not fun, but in the end, it's good for you. And so we can't depend on ourselves, and we have to really depend on God, and believing that he is going to bring that thing to pass or bring us something better. So